host, Sharice L. Irby Castle, and this is another episode of Phenomenology, the talk show. Come on in. I'm excited, as always, to be here. While everybody's joining us, I just want to make a couple announcements, and then I'm going to introduce our phenomenal guest. I know y'all can see all this phenomenology right here, but I'll do a formal introduction. But first, I want to just be able to say thank you to everybody who is watching Phenomenology. You all are such a blessing, and my eye is watering, so I'm not crying yet. My eye is just watering, but I might get some tears. You all are a blessing to me. We have, on an average, between all of our social media sites, we have about 800 to 1,000 people watching Phenomenology every week. And I just really want to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. This is just amazing, and I'm so glad that so many of you are enjoying and you're following Phenomenology. So thank you. If you haven't joined our Phenomenology Facebook group, please do. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go on over to YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can stay connected. And if you didn't know, if you have an Android phone, you can also download the PWin mobile app. Okay, so now you know how to stay connected with us with PWin and Phenomenology. Now, I would be remiss not to also mention our 6th annual Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Conference coming up Saturday, May 6th. You have got to register and be in the house. We have the amazing Bishop-elect Latricia Jester. We have Mrs. Rebecca Cruz coming in all the way from Los Angeles. She's the executive producer. She's a songstress, an artist. She's just making it do what it do, okay? And yours truly. And then we have a lot of other surprises for you as well. But you want to get in the room, you want to get registered, and you want to meet us at the 6th annual Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Conference, May 6th. The invite page is already out there. You can go to pwen.org. You can check us out, but you want to be in the house. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to go higher on Phenomenology, the talk show? You ready? Okay, you may want to get a pen. You may want to get some paper because we are getting ready to go there. So today, I have a darling. I have the phenom herself, a giant in her own right, who is also a PWin business member. I have the privilege to be sitting here next to my sister, Carolyn Fisher. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am so fabulous.
I know you are.
Happy to be here.
Look at you.
I really am.
And doesn't she look beautiful? She's already in Valentine apparel. She's making it do what it do already.
Well, it's Valentine's week. We have to show love every day. And why not today?
See, you just wanted your sweetie to look at you on this stream and be waiting for you when you get home.
Ooh.
Be like, look, that's my woman. That's my woman. That's my woman on that Phenomenology show in this black and red, making it do what it do.
Yes, absolutely.
She is just so adorable. Are you ready? Okay, Miss Carolyn, yes. We're going to kick off Phenomenology.
Yes, we are.
So tell our viewers, who is Carolyn Fisher? Who are you? Where are you from? What happens with Carolyn? Let us know who you are. Give us the 411.
Okay. You want the 411?
We want it. Give it to us. Okay. We know she got it going on. Look. Have you ever been in a... Okay, here. I'm not even letting her talk yet. You see, I'm excited. I'm giddy, right? So, have you ever been to an event with Carolyn? And you're there, and then she walks in with her big eyes and her effervescent smile, and the whole room just shifts. It just lights up. That's the impact that you have on us, Carolyn.
I really appreciate hearing you say that.
Okay, who are you? I just had to get that out.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'm Carolyn Fisher. I'm actually a Midwestern girl. I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. And yes, and actually relocated to the Bay Area shortly after my husband and I got married. and have been in the Phoenix metropolitan area since 2004.
Aren't we blessed? Woo, woo, woo.
Yes, yes. I'm a mother of 2 boys. My first son will be closing on his home, his very first home on February 17th.
Homeowner.
Which actually happens to be my birthday also. So I'm excited about him getting the keys to his home. And he said he was going to do that by the time he was 30, and he's accomplished that mission.
Good job. Good for him.
Yes. And then I have another son who is a workaholic, just like his father, and is in business with a major banking company. Mm-hmm. And so I'm proud to be their mom. I'm also a wife of many, many years. Let's just say at least 3 decades.
3 decades.
3 decades. And also a business owner with my husband. So that's a little bit about me. You know, I have traveled throughout the United States of America. And yeah, so.
So what's your favorite color, Carolyn?
Oh, I'd probably say, I'd maybe say purple. I like purple. Purple is kind of powerful.
Royal.
You know, royal. And I also like red too. It's crazy how things have evolved over the years of what colors are appropriate for me.
Yes.
And what I have deviated from. So, I like bright. You know, I feel like my personality is colorful. So I like bright, but I really have a lot of black in my wardrobe. Seriously, way too much. If you move a hanger, you'll find more black.
And then you'll find some more. And then you'll find some more.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now here's like a real important question. What's your favorite food to eat?
Oh, I love sea bass.
Ooh.
I'm a seafood person.
A seafood person.
Yes, I am. But sea bass is probably one
your
of my
favorite.
Yes, absolutely.
So is that so don't you have, isn't that better when you're somewhere where there's water, like Seattle?
Well, probably. Not unless you go to some of the exclusive restaurants that get it flown in daily.
See, that's what I'm talking about, the exclusive restaurants. So here's the joke, and I had to say that because, so my husband, Mr. Castle, he's from New York. So when he moved down here and we met and started talking, he was like, how do your restaurants have signs that say fresh fish? He's like, there's no water. This is a desert. How is it fresh? And I was like, leave us alone. It gets flown in same day. We have fresh fish. So I'm sticking up for Arizona, right?
I think that you should.
We have fresh fish.
Absolutely.
We go to Seattle, and I get schooled on what fresh fish really is.
Did you see the fishermen?
Oh, look, we ate at one restaurant right off of the pier. They had just went and pulled in the fish and was preparing the fish. I mean, that's how fresh it was. And so I had to concede that we really didn't have fresh fish. Okay. However, we make it do what it do right here. So I like that sea bass. Awesome. So thank you for sharing with us who you are. It's really important on Phenomenology that we get the opportunity to get to know the people that we see out and kind of get the behind the scenes and what makes you so phenomenal, which you are. So we're going to transition into the next phase of our conversation, and we want to talk about something that I feel is just a wonderful topic for you. So we were just talking, and I had just asked Carolyn, okay, how long have we known each other? And we were trying to figure that out. So Carolyn says about a year, a little over a year.
Yes.
And we kept running into each other out. So we were trying to remember where we first ran into each other. But during the course of this year plus.
Oh, it all comes to fruition now. It was your event. It was downtown. And I forget the lady's name who was a part of your group. Pastor Deborah was
Garrett.
There. She was there.
Yes.
It was an event down.
Oh, was that the Get Motivated or the? But we were together before Get Motivated.
I don't know.
See, we gotta keep talking about that. Here's why this is so important, because here's where it culminated. So this we know. It culminated at Rosalind Williams' anniversary for Life Matters Today.
Yes.
So she had her anniversary, I believe it was her 5th.
Yes, it was.
Her 5th year anniversary. Shout out to Rosalind.
Yes,
we love you. So that's where it culminated. And we said, okay, we have to be connected. We keep running into each other. We keep making this contact for some reason. So we got to make this happen. And that's where everything kind of culminated. But here's what I want to say is that from that day, from that night that I remember well, to today with you sitting here, I've seen this effervescent, this beautiful butterfly that has begun to come out. Because when we first met, I mean, one-on-one, you've always been personable. You've always, I mean, like I said, your smile lights up the room. Your eyes just pull us all in. But you weren't quick to, like, jump out in front. You were kind of like, I'm good, kind of behind. I'm good right here. But over this year-plus time, I've seen you start to step into the spotlight and really own all of your gifts and your destiny and your promise. And now I see you doing red carpets, and I see you, we just had our Grow Your Business boot camp. And so Carolyn did some exercises. We're going to talk a little bit more about her nutrition and health component to what she does. But she was taking us through an exercise, and my girl just went and grabbed that mic. There was no hesitation. She grabbed that mic like a pro and handled her business. So Carolyn, talk to us a little bit. There may be somebody who's watching, and they feel that it's their destiny to be in the spotlight. But they're comfortable with being in their cocoon. They're comfortable with being behind the scenes. What caused you to step out, and what would you say to that individual that may be watching us now who's struggling in that area?
I would say you will know when it's your time to shine, because you will have components around you that will help you shine. And those components are individuals that you associate yourself with.
That's good.
And it's the positivity of those individuals that allow you to have growth and to experience being you in a different way.
That's good. That's good. So who you surround yourself with is important.
Absolutely.
So you started surrounding yourself, you were already surrounding yourself with some phenomenal people. So was there some things on the inside of Carolyn that you had to kind of jumpstart and say, okay, girl, here, this is what we're going to do?
I believe that it was the environments that I surrounded myself with. And believe it or not, I don't know where some of this shyness comes from, because I used to be in radio years ago in St. Louis, Missouri.
You're in radio?
Yes, I worked for a company called KMOX Radio.
Okay.
And so, I was behind the scenes, but, and then all of a sudden things just kind of changed professionally. So I think that right now I'm just blossoming because I'm around people that are blossoming as well. And I've been behind the scenes because that's my association with being a business owner with my husband. I'm behind the scenes. So I think that those may couple each other.
Yes. So you're behind the scenes with your business, with your husband, Boss Appraisal.
Correct.
That transcended into other areas of your life.
It did. And part of that was networking. And so with the networking and the social life of a nutritional company that I'm associated with has allowed me to see more things in the metropolitan area to be able to grow into the person that I'm becoming in terms of socializing a little bit more and not staying in the house.
Right. Getting out.
I actually get out of the house now.
Yes.
So, and I get out of the house and I socialize with people that are just phenomenal like yourself.
So how does that make you feel? So have you seen the transition within you yourself as you've been getting out more and networking more and just kind of putting yourself out there?
Absolutely. I think my flowers are just blooming. Yes.
So here's the other thing too, is that, so then you started, we see this blossoming even on social media. So with your Facebook post, we see you just really stepping out there. And then I saw you do a live the other day.
I did do a live
And so how did you feel about going live and doing your own live video?
Well, I was really nervous at first, but a friend of mine just encouraged me to go out there and share my message. And I'm so proud of it. If you haven't seen it, you should go over to my Facebook page and take a look at it. I'm over 400 views at this point, and I'm like, do I know 400 views? Yes.
But when you have a message that you're getting out, I mean, that's the wonderful thing about Facebook, right, is it allows us to connect with people. And when you have a message that was so important as that message, it can't help but circulate. Because the bottom line is you were encouraging us to really listen to God when He speaks to us.
It came through so loud and clear for me. I just had to let people that I know it. I was supposed to speak to what I spoke to, and I was happy that I was encouraged to do so,
to get out there
and make it known the message that I was receiving. It couldn't have been more blatantly in my face, and as a result, this week, I've structured what I was obedient to hear and placed it into my daily activity.
That's good. So you had the follow-up.
Absolutely.
So you have to go out to Carolyn's page, take a look at the video so you'll know exactly what we're talking about. But Carolyn has actually said some powerful things here. So not only did you have to acknowledge what God was saying to you and sending to you in messages several different ways, you had to acknowledge that, you had to receive it, you had to be obedient, you took action, and you had to follow up.
I did.
So often God is telling us things, and sometimes it takes a while for us to hear Him. But we'll hear Him and we'll say, okay, God, tomorrow. Okay, God, next month. But when I watched your video, you were like, this is an immediate, this is not a next month. I got to move now.
No, and that was the thing that was so powerful for me because I had to communicate it to others, is that there was no more time to procrastinate. Mm-hmm. The recognition of what that was apparent to me, I needed to put in place, and I needed others to know that if God is sending you these signals, you need to take heed and take action now. And I'm just so glad that I've been able to communicate that through this video and also take steps. So the follow-up, as you were saying, there's no more procrastination on my part in terms of what He was speaking to me about. And I'm so glad that I was able to put it in motion because I had been stagnant for too long. Yeah.
So you know that you just pressed the button.
I did.
Because for so often we are stagnant. We are staying still. We're right where we are because we've become comfortable. And what God will do is He tries to then move us out of that comfort zone because He has a work for us to do. But a lot of times we're so comfortable in that comfort zone that we'll stay stagnant. But when God is calling you to the next level, when He's calling you to greater things, you cannot procrastinate. So there's somebody who's watching us right now. You know who you are, and you're procrastinating. This is Carolyn's cry to you that procrastination is over.
Yes.
Done. Time out.
Yes.
In order for us to get to the next level, in order for us to win, we have to be obedient and we have to take action steps. Now, was it comfortable for you to take those action steps?
When the message came to me in 3 different components, absolutely it was. Because I was not only told once, I was not only told twice, I was told 3 times. And the 3rd time was the hierarchy of the message that just gave me goosebumps. And it was the recognition that I needed to take the next step to accomplish what God was telling me. And it was just so apparent. And I was in church looking left to right, asking myself, do the people in the congregation know that the pastor's talking to me?
Wow. Like he should be having this dialogue right here.
Nobody else was in there. I'm looking to my left and my right, and I'm
how did I get my pastor all to myself?
And it was very revealing for me, and I was in tears, I must say. But the recognition took place, and I knew why I needed to be there. And I followed through. As I said, I was obedient.
This is really good because as we talk about, people coming out of their cocoon, coming out of the shell and becoming that blossoming butterfly and then just soaring into their destiny, part of you coming out of that shell, coming out of that cocoon is being obedient to your purpose and to the destiny that's in your life. The other component is you being willing to break out, because sometimes breaking out is uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable, and I was also called out that if I didn't do that I would have some repercussions from a girlfriend, and I didn't want those at all.
Accountability.
Yes, it was accountability. And
look at all these buzzwords we got today.
Well, I absolutely love it because I was able to blossom, and I wasn't ready at the time. I wanted to delay it a little bit further, and I said, you know what, you've been called on the red carpet now. It's time for you to do what God has told you to do. And what a relief. And actually, it wasn't as difficult as I thought that it would be. And I felt like I had overcome an obstacle that I probably had placed in my way, and I'd overcome it. And I felt so relieved as a result of it. And then that following day, I started implementing what was told to me. And I'm not trying to reveal everything because I want you to go to our Facebook page and check it out. Absolutely. And hopefully it'll have some meaning to you that you can put forth in your life today. But it was an eye-opening experience for me to actually be able to do that video and feel good about it.
You are, one of the things that I really appreciate about you is that you're a woman of action. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. When you hear something from God, you move on that. You don't question, you figure out how to make that happen. How did you develop that trait? Because that can be, tough for some people to be as consistent. Have you always been that consistent, or is this a trait that was maybe you grew up with it, or...
I'm going to say that it started at childhood because I did go to church every Sunday with my patent leathers and my anklets and my black my purse. And, I had braids and what have you. And every Sunday I went to church. And so I grew up in the religious environment. And so I think that when that happens to you, some of those things, they just stay in place. They're not really removed. They can be rejuvenated again. But they're never really gone from the person that you are. So I grew up going to church with my mom, with my sister, and that was a part of our environment. So I had faith. Faith never has left me. So I'd have to say that it started as a child. And it's probably has been laying low for a little bit. There's a marriage, and there are children, and there's a business, and then there's you. Me, myself, and I. That's 3 components right there. And now I gotta have the husband.
Yes.
And then I have
children.
And then I have me, myself, and I has just exploded to be that it started when I was a child. And it's, like I said, it laid low, but it's come back in full force.
Full force. Here we are.
Yeah, and I'm
big
happy.
and bold.
Yes. So hopefully I answered your question.
You did. You actually did. I wanted you to just be able to talk, because those are, we see that in you, but where did that come from? So absolutely, you answered that question. So you talked about, you did a great transition into your business. So you have a shared business with your husband. So tell us a little bit about that, and then I want us to go into the nutritional component and kind of why you chose nutrition. But let's talk about your business with your hubby.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, my husband and I own a real estate appraisal company, and we have been working together, Lord, for many, many years. And we do residential appraisals, so we appraise homes. We tell you how much your house is worth every single day of the week.
That's good.
And he is the actual appraiser for the company.
Mm-hmm.
I don't measure homes anymore.
Right.
No. But I am the gatekeeper, so to speak. I am the communicating person for the company. I handle all of the business that has to do with scheduling, talking to people, you name it. The mortgage companies, the lenders. I am the face of the business. And as a team, it just works out. And so he's been my right arm for so many years, and hopefully you think I'm his as well. Honey, don't you?
You are. So here's something that, because I think people know that you have this business, but I know you said a long time, but how many years has it really been with Boss?
Boss Appraisal has been since 1994, I want to say.
So you're not...
Oh, Boss Appraisal has been since 2004.
Okay.
That because when we relocated from the Bay Area, we changed names of our company.
Okay.
Right? So Boss Appraisal is since 2004, and we were Advantage Appraisal in the BayArea.
So you're not new to entrepreneurship. That's what I was trying to get at. That's why I was wanting her to throw some time frames out, because it's so easy for us to not realize expertise that we have walking among us. And so when it comes to this entrepreneur game, you're not new to it, darling. You're true to it, as we say.
Yes, and you know what? Entrepreneurship allows you to have the freedom that many people want in their lives. Yes. And so, no, I'm not new to it. And it took some adjusting from the corporate environmental world, but it was also a great attribute because I was able to have the flexibility to be mom and to not have the stringent 9 to 5 kind of work days that often we see in corporate America.
That's good. So what is probably the biggest challenge to working in this business with your husband that you can share with all of us?
Well, the name of the company is Boss. The name of the company is Boss Appraisal. So there you go. Who's the boss?
Right there.
Who's the boss today?
Right.
Well, we both are, and that's where it becomes complementary. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye on, certain things, but when we get into the office, it's about business because business pays bills.
Right.
And
okay, say that again.
Business pays bills.
Right.
And so I would have to say sometimes he thinks that I probably should have done something differently than I should have done, and I probably think that maybe one report should have gotten out earlier than it did. So, we don't really go back and forth too much on a daily basis, because what I try to do is establish on a daily basis what is actually our bottom line, what gets completed today, and those are like daily goals.
Right. Okay.
And so, there's some times that he has plenty of conversation with me. That's usually on Friday. But Monday through Thursday,
it's like
he doesn't want to talk to me too much. And you know what? That's okay. complement each other, because there are not many times that he may want to have a conversation where I'm the one that can have plenty of conversations.
So someone who, this is good. So someone who, what is one of your, or share with us probably what's the highlight? People always ask what's one of the challenges of working with your husband. I'm pretty sure I can probably guess, but share with us what are some of the highlights of having a family business? That's really what it is for you. And being able to share that with your husband. So we talked about what a challenge may be, but what's a highlight?
Time freedom. And being able to live a life without a boss. Because we are the boss.
And actually, we were just talking about that a little bit because we were talking about trips. And so my girl said, look, they got a trip coming up. And she said, it's nice to be able to leave when we want to leave and come back when we want to come back. That is the ultimate life, to be able to just live your life the way that you choose to live your life. And that's not by accident, that's through hard work.
That is through hard work. There are many nights that deadlines have been reached by him because of, he's got a focal point, right? I call him 12 o'clock. He doesn't know 10 is over here and 2 is over here, because he is focused on, making sure the job gets done. And so there isn't a corporate 9 to 5. You know entrepreneurship. There are so many hours in the day that you have to apply yourself. Going back to my statement earlier, because business pays bills. So he's really focused on...
Your cuteness don't pay the bills?
Maybe. Since I'm married to him, yes.
I just had to make her laugh. I love her laugh. But no, so you have to be able to be consistent. And when you're in business for yourself, it doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't stop.
You have a choice. You can turn it off. That's your choice. But if it takes you till 2 o'clock in the morning to get something done, it's on you to be able to get that done and meet that deadline.
Absolutely. We want people to be awakened in the mornings knowing that the file that we have submitted, they can do something with now.
I often tell people, we get it twisted with entrepreneurship because we want more business. I would love to work with you as your empowerment life coach. Anyone who needs more clarity, that was a shameless plug. You guys laugh with me. Woo woo! We want the additional business. We want to be able to blow up so we can go up. But when you get the business, you got to do the work.
You do have to do the work.
And that's what I think sometimes that we forget about. We see, we're thinking, oh, where is this person at? Or this person didn't show up here, or this person didn't do this. I got to put in the work with all this business that I'm getting.
Absolutely. And it's really imperative to be able to prioritize on a daily basis. Some things may change. What we had anticipated at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday may change by 1:30 p.m.
Right.
So we have to be able to manage the business so that we're still meeting deadlines. And so those are both integral parts that we both play. That comes with a lot of communication. Sometimes when deadlines change and priorities come, so we have to...
She said a lot of communication.
Yeah, a lot of communication, because sometimes we don't have any. We're busy.
Yes.
He's focused on what he needs to do, and I'm taking care of what I need to do. But then, like I said, on a Friday afternoon at about 4 o'clock, where is our date night?
Right. So how can people individually work with BOSS, or do you work through the mortgage companies?
Well, absolutely. We work through the mortgage companies. We work with banks, and a person like yourself could call us and do an independent appraisal on your home, and we would charge you a fee for that. And if you just wanted to find out for yourself before you want to put it on the market, or even a realtor is familiar with the area but not quite sure on the high end or the low end where they should price it, they could call us individually and we can provide the services for them.
That's awesome. So any individual who wants to know the appraisal and the value of their home, they can contact you.
The homeowners, yes.
And then realtors can work with you.
Absolutely.
So all you realtors out there, get with Boss Appraisal, with my girl Carolyn. Throw that business. Connection just made. See how that connection just happened? You didn't even know that she could offer that service for you. So that's a connection right there. So how do they reach Boss Appraisal?
Well, they can send an email to Carolyn, Carolyn, at boss, BOSSAPPRAISAL, So that's Carolyn at Boss Appraisal Services is abbreviated.com. And send me some communication, and I'll get back to you on how I can assist you in your needs.
We need that service right now, so that's good. So let's segue in, because you're multi-talented. Did I say multi-talented? Multi. So you have that business, but then you also have branched out and you've stepped into nutrition because that's near and dear and very important to you, and ensuring that we live a whole and a healthy life. But I emphasize that whole because your story, and if any of you came to our 5 B's of Next Level Success workshop, you heard her testimony. But your story is one that comes from a place of wholeness and really being whole and really understanding what's best for you mentally, emotionally, physically, intellectually, the 7 pillars of wholeness. Okay. So talk to us a little bit more. I said my intro, but why nutrition? Why did that become so passionate to you? And how are you involved with nutrition?
Actually, I began using isogenics products as a result of my husband. And I saw a huge change in him. And I wanted to do exactly what he was doing. And about day 4, I was just blown away to see the person that I knew that he was to who he transformed to be in 4 days. And I'm like, I want to do what you're doing.
I'm on board.
I just want to do what you're doing.
Right.
Because I wanted the connectivity. And so he actually introduced me to the products. And I started using the products, and I've been able to keep off 35 pounds.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
And it's just become a passion of mine. There are not many people in my household who use other nutrition than isogenics. Mm-hmm. But what happened with me in using the products, I started feeling like, wow, this is something that I'm interested in. I feel better. What is it about what I'm doing with these products that is helping me as a person? Well, first of all, I have no more high blood pressure, which is a blessing.
Yes.
And just recently I got my labs done, and no more thyroid issues. I'm not saying that isogenics is cured.
Yes.
Is a cure-all for these diseases. I have to put a disclaimer there. But these are the products that I put into my body.
And it's helped you. You change your nutrition by adding these products into your strategic plan for your nutritional behaviors.
Absolutely. And as a result of that, my entire mind, entire body, entire spirit has just been rejuvenated inside. When you can begin within your body to know the changes that you feel by having good nutrition, it is amazing the impact of what it does to you individually.
So here's my question. So there's so many products that are out there. So we can just go down the list and name them all. There's thousands of products out there. So people get so boggled down by everything that's out there because you can't do everything. Why isogenics? What makes isogenics different or makes it a preferred product for some people that they should consider isogenic?
We have solutions. Isogenics transforms lives with solutions. We have solutions for weight loss. We have solutions for energy. We have solutions for healthy aging. We have solutions for wealth creation. We also have products that are not soy-based. And if you know anything about soy is not good for you. So for me, the connectivity are the products themselves. The whey protein comes from cows in Australia, right? So they don't have all the sides, the CIDES, right? Side basically in French meaning kill, right? They don't have the pesticides, they don't have the germicides, they don't have the fungicides. You know, they're not sprayed. The cows aren't sprayed with chemicals.
Interesting. Okay.
So you've got the nutrients from cows that roam and don't have, Dow or Monsanto chemicals in their grass. So, the protein itself is not killing you.
Right. So, and that's important.
Yes. So, yeah, we have solutions. We have solutions for, like I said, all, those 4 categories. And so if anybody is interested in knowing more, I'd be happy to share it with you. It's more than just a shake. It's a lifestyle change. So if you want to eliminate your knife and fork for every single meal, if you're over that and you don't mind having a shake and seeing what it does to your body as a result of not having pork or beef or some of the carbs that we don't need in our diets, I mean, give it a try. You can't go wrong. And the bottom line is if you don't like it, the company will give you your money back.
And I have to say that, I mean, we were also just having this conversation as well, because I had you ship me some of the shakes, and I was telling you that I've tried some other shakes that are out there. My body is unique. It's very unique. And so my body doesn't always do well with everything that's out there, and it doesn't always respond to certain products the way that your body is meant to respond to those products. But the isogenic shakes, they actually agree with my body, and I do well with those. So I was just talking to Carolyn about getting my next round.
Yes, you were.
Because I got my first round, and mission was accomplished, and I do like the way that I felt with those. It was a great meal replacement because I am always so busy. And what I found, so I'm just going to be transparent. What I found for me is that, because you've all heard me say I've lost over 100 and some pounds, but I put back on about 59 now of those pounds. But part of that is because I am so productive in my schedule and with my coaching and with all the things that I do. I mean, literally, I'm like running 20 hours a day, literally. And so I found myself stepping away from the nutrition that I had put into place with my fruits and my veggies and my yogurt. And I had everything very, planned out. And I was very organized with my nutrition. And so with my schedule, that just kind of all went out the window. So I noticed myself, because I hadn't eaten at like a McDonald's or something like that in like years and years and years. However, recently I found myself grabbing fast stuff. And that's why I reached out and said, okay, I need to rein this back in. And so let me, try these shakes out so that I'm now grabbing something that's healthier for me than something that I really don't need to have, and kind of get that discipline back in. Because I would imagine, and I'll let you speak to it, but it's one thing to be able to use the products, but you mentioned it a little bit, it's a lifestyle. It goes beyond that, because there's discipline that you have to have. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it is a lifestyle change. I mean, if my grandmother always said, you're only ignorant of something if you don't know it. Once you know it, you're not ignorant of it anymore. Right?
Yes.
So a lifestyle change is something that you do daily, right? So you're not having bacon and eggs in the morning every morning. You're replacing it with a shake, right? You're not having a knife and fork meal. You're replacing it as a shake. It's a lifestyle change. So imagine if I grew up in the 60s. Imagine had shakes been out then. Maybe we wouldn't have some of these chronic diseases that we have right now. But that's not what we knew, right? But we know it now.
Right.
So do you have the option to change your lifestyle eating behavior? Yes, you do.
That's good. So if someone is dealing with, high blood pressure, because I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and it was through my nutrition and the weight loss that I was able to get rid of the pills. I do still check my blood pressure on a regular basis because I put back on those 59 pounds. But my blood pressure has really stayed really, really good. So I just have to rein it back in before it gets out of, whack. But if people are dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, I'm not telling you to not stay under the guidance of your physician. That's not what this is about. But if people are dealing with some of those diseases and they want to look at alternatives, what should they do? How should they go about? What should be their next steps?
They should contact me. They should contact me at the same email address that I provided for you, or I can provide you another one. You can like this video, reach out and let me know that you do want more information, and I can guide you. So what I'll do is I'll find out what your needs are. We'll go through a consultation so that we can formulate and customize something specifically for you. I mean, I don't want to provide somebody who's in their 50s with healthy aging when really they're tired at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? So I'd be able to communicate with you through a little questionnaire that I have and get a package ready for you to try for 30 days and see how your life will change. You'll be surprised the nutrients in these products that allow you to disassociate from different behavior. For me personally, I'm not an alcoholic by any means,
right.
But my alcoholic content has decreased about 60%.
Wow.
So there's only one thing that I have done, and that's introduce these products into my body. So the nutrients that I'm getting from these products are allowing me not to have the behavior to think that I need to go have an alcoholic beverage.
Right. That's
it's
good.
Huge.
That's good.
It's
That's
huge.
Good. So do you charge for your consultations? What are your prices on your consultations?
Actually, I give you, for the first consultation, it's free.
Okay.
I want to do some fact finding with
15 minutes, 30 minutes?
Absolutely. 15 minutes.
Yes.
15 minutes I should be able to.
15 minutes for free. Get your consultation. That's not going to cost you anything. You're going to give up some time.
Yes.
But that time is investing in you. That time is investing right back in you.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a no-cost obligation.
And then you'll work through a plan. You'll find out what their needs are. And if Isogenics has something that will complement what their goals are, what they're trying to do.
We move forward. And it's hassle-free. And then there's also a support group that I have.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I have a support group, a Facebook group that I can add you to. And that group, we all support each other. You don't even have to know who I am.
That's good.
And we just help each other because we know what these products have done for us, our families,
yes.
our children,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Our elders.
That's good. That's good.
And so we have a wide range. I'm talking from kid nutritional values to your elderly people.
That's good.
Yeah, so see me.
So we are always talking about supporting each other in the community. And so this is a perfect opportunity if you're looking to make some adjustments in your nutrition, you want to find out more, you want to see what else is out there that's available that can help you, that's natural, and it's not some of these other, products that are out there, some of the pills, etc., that are out there. Contact Carolyn, set up your free 15-minute consultation, see if Isogenics is something that may work for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't, but there's no reason not to check it out. And Carolyn's a great person to be able to support as she's moving forward in nutrition, and she's taken everything that she's needed to take in order to be able to assist you. So make that connection. So let's introduce from that perspective. And, if there's something that she can do to help you out, contact Carolyn.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Okay, so now we have talked about all the, juicy stuff. Now let's get into some more phenomenology stuff.
I'm ready.
Yes, so we're going to do our rapid fire. Okay, so are you ready? Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. So this is our rapid fire aha nuggets. Here we go. So, Miss Carolyn, what brings you your greatest joy?
Oh, I'd have to say my husband.
Is that not a wonderful answer? Woo! Okay, look at you, girl. I like that.
Yeah, my children bring me my greatest joy, too. I continue to see them evolve into really good young men who are single, by the way, ladies.
Single men who have been raised by wonderful parents. Okay. Contact Carolyn. She has a questionnaire for that too. Okay. Greatest joy. I like that. Her man. Her boo thing. Okay. I see you. So what is your greatest accomplishment?
Oh. Having a degree in journalism, being a wife, being a business owner, knowing that different foods that I contain in my body are great for me, eating differently, being in a different environment.
She's just accomplished. Okay, I love it. Phenomenology, the science of being phenomenal. Did you just hear that? She ran down her list of accomplishments. I love it. I love it. She just said, look, I can go on and on and on because that's just who I am. That's just how I drop the mic. Look at you. Okay, how about what's your greatest missed opportunity?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say I was offered a job in a really small town in Missouri. It was a little country town, and I was offered to be a DJ there, and I didn't know about it on the map, and so I turned down the job. So
wow! Okay, I didn't even know that Miss Carolyn was going to be a DJ. You know the DJ too.
I just love music.
I know
music
you like
is
music.
my life. Yes.
What would be your DJ name?
DJ C Fish.
Okay, y'all gonna see that again. Hashtag DJ C Fish. Hashtag that. Somebody gotta hashtag that. All right, look at you. Got a little DJ thing going on there. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, we learned something about Carolyn. Some of you may not have known she had her degree in journalism, and I certainly didn't know about sea fish. Look, I like that. Okay, so then, how have you overcome that missed opportunity?
I relocated. Wait, I got married.
Okay, that helps you right there.
I relocated, and from there I went into a different environment for my job.
Okay.
Right? I started working for Pacific Bell, so that was when the Bell companies were out, and so I just transitioned from the Midwest to the West, and with that transition also came a different occupation.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. All right, Seafish. So what has been your greatest obstacle to get to this point in your life right here today?
Oh, greatest obstacle? Oh, I have to say, wearing 6-inch heels.
Okay, so it's hard for you to wear them 6-inch heels.
I can't wear the 6-inch heels anymore. Mama's getting older now.
I'm with you. I love them. Matter of fact, okay, this is so funny. I was looking for my shoebox, y'all. I was going to show you my shoebox. I had bought these cute, so cute shoes that I was going to wear to the Black Wall Street Gala Fair. And I bought these shoes. I bought them online. And I'm not really good with measurement, but the heel didn't look too bad. But they were the perfect color. They were pink and they were taupe. And it was just a great mix. Bad shoe. Bad. The shoes get here. I'm so excited. I come home, open up my box, pull it out. You talking about 6-inch heel. I put my foot in them. I was all tilted over. I was like, there's no way that I could walk in these shoes. And my feelings were just hurt because these shoes were so bad. But I just can't. Okay, so my sweetie gonna see if he can find the shoe. My feelings were hurt. I put the shoes on, you all. I felt like I was like the Eiffel Tower leaning over because I couldn't even walk in the shoes. My feelings were just absolutely. I gotta show y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is the shoe right here. I love these shoes. What size is this? If somebody, this is a size 10. And so if somebody can walk in this heel, you know, let's talk. And I would love for these shoes to be worn and to be utilized. It's a great shoe. They haven't even been, you know, I put them in and stood up. I couldn't even take a step. And my heart was just hurt because I like this shoe.
Well, and that's what happens, you know, I'm tilting
yes.
in high heel shoes.
I was
that
tilting
high.
too.
Well,
I was tilting.
You know, so here's the solution for that.
Yes.
When you go online shopping from now on, go to the heel height.
Yes.
Yes.
I was doing that.
And select your heel
But it was
height.
all my favorite colors, and I just thought this was just going to be so fabulous. Aren't these cute? I don't know. Something's going to happen. Look, I believe that God is a miracle working God, and so He's going to do something with my back, my knees, my something, so that I can make these shoes work if nobody takes these shoes off of my hands. Y'all gonna see me in these shoes one day if nobody wants these shoes, because those are so wonderful. So I can feel you on that.
Yes.
I'm coming back from my tangent.
Okay.
You can tell I was connected to those shoes.
Yeah, you still are.
I have a little bonding going on with these shoes. Got to figure out what's gonna happen. Okay, Sea-Fish. What do you want your legacy to speak?
Ooh, Carolyn Fisher is a very personable individual. She loves life. She loves people. She has great admiration for being positive, and she's one of a kind.
I like that. One of a kind. All right, you just moved right on through them aha nuggets. So, Carolyn, thank you so much for coming to be on Phenomenology with me. I'm going to get ready to close this out.
Okay.
And then I want you to have last words.
Okay.
Last words is on you.
Okay.
You can take Phenomenology out. Again, to all of you, my brothers and my sisters, thank you so much for being with me on Phenomenology. I really do thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for taking an hour plus out of your Sunday to join us on the Phenomenology platform. It is my desire and my prayer that you hear something that makes you laugh, that makes you think, that helps you as you take you and your success to the next level. And then I would be remiss not to thank our co-executive producer, my hubby, my boo thing, Mr. Michael D. Castle, for all that he does behind the scenes to be able to help me with Phenomenology. And like I started at the top of the show, I got to remind you about the upcoming Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Conference, Saturday, May 6th. Check us out. pwen.org. Make sure that you get registered. I want to be able to see you in the house. If you're interested in becoming a Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Network member, you can go to pwen.org and you can go to our membership page. You can sign up right online. You can send me a private message. You can reach out to me directly. I can get you some more information. We can get you signed up as well because we are making things happen. So stay connected with PWIN. My blessings and my love to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. See Fish, what you got for us?
I'll tell you just a second.
Okay.
It's about to go down.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. I just wanted to honor the late, great Al Jarreau, who died today. And one of his songs was So Good. And a couple of the verses, one is, there's no greater crime than wasting your time on a boat going nowhere. Another verse is, there's no greater sin than missing your chance when it's straight in your face. Okay? Peace, love, and blessings. I appreciate being here. Thank you so much.